What's up, guys? It's your boy Tay Day All Day, back again on the feed, and want to talk to you guys about divorce. Okay, there's so many different variables that play into divorce, like children, like finances, like jobs, past history. There are so many different things that play into it. So today I want to just crack down on some core values on how to keep a relationship strong, and also with those strong core values, how the steps that you can possibly take before making the official decision of going through with the divorce. Okay, I don't ever believe that a divorce should be a one-day thought-out plan. I don't think it should be a 1 week thought-out plan. I think that you should take a few months, and that also backs up why divorces take so long to be finalized as well. Even if it's a no contest, it's still going to take a few weeks or so. So you have time to back out, but officially, I would just say save your time by seeing if you can work it out. And a lot of times it doesn't. Right now, or I'm saying not right now, I'm not sure right now, but a few years ago, as I've discussed the same topic with several other people, the divorce rate was 60% plus. So that means that over 60% of marriages will end in divorce. How scary is that? To think that you found somebody, you found your soulmate, and your relationship's going to end most likely within the first 5 years of your relationship. It's crazy. But I believe there's hints, tricks to the system, because we are all human. We all make mistakes. But you also got to find that unconditional love. What is unconditional love for you? Everybody have different limits, what they can handle. There's a lot of people that I know that's been married for 20, 25 years, and they put up with some crap that I'm like, oh no, you would never got that from me. You won't catch me marrying a woman that's going to act like that in public, or do this in public, or do this at the house, or treat me like this. And there's men that are fine with that. Same with women. There's other women that's going to try to influence him, like, you shouldn't be with him, blah blah blah. He talking to you like that. He talking crazy. He got you doing this. He got you doing that. Even saying, some women are fine with being housewives. But my topic here today is just discussing the whole idea of getting a divorce. Why? And the core values that I want to talk to you guys about is, one, we're going to start off with is communication. Understanding each other. Communication has other links to it. It has subsidiaries that are attached to it. Like trust is a big one. Loyalty is a big one. Believing in one another. You got to keep that morale up. You got to keep it at that standard, or raise it. You got to stay creative when it comes down to communication. Because if you're communicating properly, you're giving the right information, right feedback to one another, then you're not going to fall apart so soon, or you're not going to have big arguments and big misconceptions, because the mind, it will process on its own who you are for anybody and everybody. So whoever you perceive yourself to be is the person that person's going to expect you to be. I can't be a great basketball player, but I'm really not. Either you going to be that great basketball player or you're not. So in this instance, you're going to be whoever you start off being from first date or hang out to that person. They're expecting you to be that same nice, genuine self-care, whatever you were doing then. They want to see that now and forever, because that is the standard you have perceived. And I want you guys to understand that you cannot come into a relationship and then decide that I'm going to relax. I'm going to be this brand new person now that I got you. No, you cannot do that. That's how divorces happen. That's how relationships end. That's how people they feel so good. They are so 100 with you, and then the relationships end up being half-assed. So during communication is not just verbally, it's physically. It's showing that you are willing to hold that standard. It's showing that you are willing to take the next step. I'm not saying that you have to take and raise your bar every day, every week, every month. You just have to hold that standard that you've applied and slowly but surely improve or be more creative. You can't take your girl out on a date every week for the first year of your relationship, then get married and stop taking her out on dates. She's gonna ask you, well, why you used to take me out? We used to have date night. We used to have movie night. We used to do this. We used to do that. And you just stopped doing it. It's not the finances. It's what is it? They're going to ask. And guys are so simple-minded. Women, listen. And guys, don't take offense. If you do take offense, it's a problem that you don't understand your own resolve. We are simple. We are only influenced by something when we believe in it. But guys always have their minds made up on what they want. If a guy says he's hungry, he's pretty sure he knows what he wants to eat, whether he's at home or if he's out. It's a split thought for gentlemen. We go and get it. We go and do it. We got the money to do it. We got the time to do it. We're going to do it. Even sometimes when we think we don't have the time, we might not have the time, or we still try it. And we accept the repercussions. With women, it's not. Women believe guys are more complex. Women tend to overthink things. Women tend to create bigger problems out of the situation anyway. So when it comes down to that communication core value, my advice for women is take that gentleman or whoever you are with, take it as it is. Allow it to be what it is, because if you allow it to be what it is, instead of getting angry about it, later you'll figure out that person's system, how they're going to work. You're going to find out if they are going to continue lying to you. You're going to find out nice and easy, real quick, who that person is. And that way you don't have to worry about it anymore. That way you can get yourself out of that situation and you will start reserving yourself. But it's okay because you're recognizing the signs. And so when it comes down to core value number 2, compromising. Now, again, this is I believe it's another thing that, in my experience, women have a problem with. But I'm definitely not saying guys do not have this issue, because I've met some guys that do have this issue as well. Compromising is not allowing your partner to take leadership or take position, as in, all right, we'll do it your way this time. Next time we'll do it my way. That's not really compromising, because next time something comes up, you don't know when it's going to come up. It can come up that same day later, or it can come up next week, next month. You don't know when does it happen, so you can't. There's no way of you really keeping track of knowing when your time is going to come. For it now, y'all do it your way, and it's not. It's really just about compromising. It's really about just understanding the situation and making the most logical decision. So compromise and communication go hand in hand. Talk it out. Figure out why. Give examples of why. Give valid information why you believe that you should do it this way instead of that way. Once you see the validation, then the compromise plays in. Okay, now understand your way. I see why your way is better than my way. It's about understanding each other and also meeting each other halfway. Okay, don't make, if you make $60,000 and your woman makes $30,000, there's still going to be a compromising on that. Maybe you may agree to paying all rent, all the mortgage, and she pays the utilities. That's a compromise because you make the most money, so you're going to pay the highest bill. But she's not going to be by herself and not pay anything. She's going to also help pay something for your living expenses, because you guys also have your own bills. He may have a car note. You may have a car note. He may have, have to pay his health insurance. You may have to pay your life insurance. Whatever the situation is, you guys will have to compromise on the things that you share. Maybe you say maybe he say he's gonna buy the TV and you're gonna buy the TV stand. Compromise. So number 2 will be compromise. Remember that you guys have to communicate and to agree and compromise on a lot of things. If you did not bring it into the relationship, or if you are not the primary user of whatever it is, then there is a reason for you to compromise. If you guys are sharing a car, compromise. Take turns paying for gas. Take turns or go halves on fixing the car. Things of that nature. That way you can never say, and it's also great practice for a marriage, you can never say that you are one-sided. And my last core value for relationships and dealing with and how to deal with a divorce and try to bring it back onto good terms is trust in each other. I know I put trust part of communication, but having that trust and loyalty, being loyal to your significant other. If you're loyal, it goes hand in hand with trust, because I say it this way: if you trust that person, you don't have to worry about what they're doing. But at the same time, if you're loyal, if you are having thoughts of doing something or making a mistake, or if you don't feel the same way about somebody, you're going to have to be honest. If you don't want to be with that person no more because you want to go out and fuck around, or you don't feel like this person is right for you anymore, then your loyalty is going to tell you to break up with that person. Tell them instead of hold on to it and cheat or try to hide, and then that's where the trust factor starts to crumble and the relationship starts to crumble and becomes worse than it had to be. Just be honest. It's going to hurt regardless. Either way it goes, it's going to hurt. But be honest. That way the person won't have to deal with that pain for a whole year. They can maybe deal with it for 6 months. Or you guys will end off on a better terms than you would have if you would have cheated and they had to find out. But guys, that's my 3 core values: communication, compromise, and trust or loyalty. Thank you guys for listening in. Tay Day is out.